I can't get them all right. I can't get them all right. So Deathbattle aired today. King Day today versus Wario, and I was over I think 4 or 5. I was doing good, and I didn't call this one right. So is what it is. By the way, yes, the what if, for those of you wondering when the what if's gonna be up today, I'll explain that when I do actually the video. But we got this new one, our next month's next Death Battle. Ben Tennyson from Ben 10 versus Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern. See, they have young. Here's the problem I have with this right off the bat is unless you're going with Omniverse Ben, Ben's gonna get his ass kicked in this fight. Let's just break this down real quick because there's technically 4 different variations of Ben you can go with. There's standard series Ben 10, Ben Tennyson, 10-year-old Ben with the standard Omnitrix. Now, I'm certain they'd probably give him the master code to just seamlessly go through the alien forms without any sort of issue. They got Alien Force and Ultimate Alien, which is the same Ben, but it's technically 2 different variations. They'd probably just combine that into one. Because Ultimate Alien Ben got more aliens, and he got added forms onto his current existing aliens. And then you have Omniverse Ben, who has a lot of aliens, and even gained control of some of his more powerful past aliens. Okay, right at the bat, 10-year-old Ben loses this fight from the get, because he doesn't have a single alien. Let's break down a list really quick of what aliens Ben has, and just, at least in my opinion, go over what they're actually capable of, and if they could actually do anything to Hal. Heat Blast, no. Hal's can be close to his sun, no problem. Heat Blast is just not strong enough to do anything. Forearms, he's gone toe to toe with much stronger individuals with forearms. Wild Mutt wouldn't be able to do a thing. Stinkfly can't do a thing. Maybe annoy him with his smell. Ripjaw would be a terrible alien to go up against Green Lantern, Hal Jordan. Where else? What else? Upgrade. Oh, I will say this. Upgrade's a weird one. Same with Gray Matter, only because Gray Matter's intelligence can't really you can't hack the ring with Gray Matter's intelligence, but you could, in theory, hack it with Upgrade. It's technology. It's really like advanced technology, but the ring is technically a computer, so you could hack it, couldn't you? Upgrade's a weird one. I'll give the possibility to upgrade. Diamond Head's interesting. Diamond Head could put up a fight against any of like the blasts that Hal fires off, but constructs, no. Diamond Head's just screwed. Then you've got Ghost Freak's the other one that might be able to literally frighten Hal to just lose his ring, but Hal's will strong enough that wouldn't matter. Then you get the extra aliens, including like Ditto. Ditto would bite it against Hal Jordan. Cannonbolt could put up a fight, but ultimately wouldn't do much against Hal Jordan. Wildvine could be a little problematic, I think, but nothing serious. Way Big is huge, big and powerful, but Hal has fought giant things before and won. Plus, you're dealing with a 10-year-old Ben who, frankly, is inexperienced. He's still just a 10-year-old kid, so ultimately he's pretty brash and tends to use certain aliens in certain situations when he should use others. Alien Force Ben, there's a trickier one. The only way none of his aliens ultimately are that much stronger than, I mean, they're stronger, but none of them display any ability that could take on a Green Lantern, frankly. Because, frankly, Hal can just fight from a distance, create a construct, grab one of them, and just throw them around or just throw them into space. That's it. Create a shield. None of them have the strength to break a shield. Maybe Humongosaur, if he's able to break through the construct. The only one who actually has the legitimate ability to beat Hal outright is Alien X. And if we're doing Alien Force Ben, at that point, Ben had not learned to control Alien X. So when Ben transforms into Alien X, he might get that initial countering of attack, and then he's just stuck there. Now, that said, I don't think Hal has anything that can really beat can really beat Alien X, though, because Alien X exists beyond the known universe. So its powers are technically beyond that of even the Lantern Rings, and its existence is beyond that of the Lantern Rings, but it's not something that where was I going with that sentence right there? Its existence is technically beyond the Lantern Ring, but it's one of those scenarios where they almost never leave their dimension. So in fact, how even Azimuth got a hold of celestial DNA is beyond me. Or celestial sapient DNA is beyond me, because they exist in this different. I think it's called the Forge of Creation or something like that. They exist in a different dimension, pretty much different universe. And then you go, but if you go with here's the thing. Now, if you go with Omniverse Ben, first off, I can't even begin to list off the amount of aliens he actually has available to him. He's got some ones that are just not very useful at all, and some that are well beyond powerful. And Omniverse Ben is the Ben that did learn to control, fully get full power of Alien X. You have Omniverse Ben, who's had a lot of years of experience doing this with his most powerful aliens, versus that also has fusion capability at that point. He can fuse and create aliens in that one, if I'm not mistaken. Then Hal's done. There's no way Hal could honestly beat him. But that's not to say Ben would do that straight from the get. So who knows? But that's the problem. Ultimately, I don't know how to call this because I don't know what version of Ben they're using. So I don't think they're going to use Alien Force Ben. I think they're either going to go with young original Ben, or they're going to use the Omniverse Ben. So if it's young 10-year-old Ben Tennyson, the original Ben Tennyson, it's going to be Hal who wins. If they go with Omniverse Ben, it's going to be Ben who wins. But again, until I know which version they're using, can't say for certain. So I'll reserve my judgment on both sides of those coins. And then when it turns out they're using Alien Force Ben, I'm like, okay. In which case, there's maybe a way. And there's actually, like I said, there's might be a legitimate way 10-year-old Ben can win. Because Upgrade is a bit of a wild card in that fight. Because again, the ring is technically technology. It's not magic. It's not mysticism. It's not cosmic energy or anything like that. It's just forged. They are technology that harnesses the emotional spectrum, but it's still technology. So in theory, Great Upgrade could hack the ring, and maybe even just shut it off, drain all its energy. So that might be the one scenario where 10-year-old Ben could legitimately win. But we'll see what happens. Right now I'm stuck 50-50. It's either, if they show it's going to be 10-year-old Ben, then my prediction is that Ben loses. If they show it's going to be pretty much Omniverse Ben, then Hal Jordan loses. But let me know what you think at the comments below. This is a weird one. I mean, I know why they chose it, because they both have basically tech that gives them extra abilities. But it is still a weird one to me. Ben 10 versus Hal Jordan. That's not one I honestly would have thought of. I digress, though. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll get to do a review of it at some point. I have 3 reviews coming between tomorrow and Tuesday. I'm feeling like tomorrow is going to be an Ugly Doll, because I'm going to get the Ugly Dolls movie out of the way. I got Long Shot and Intruder over the next couple of days, plus Ugly Dolls. The Ugly Dolls one only because I was requested to review it. That's why I'm going to see it. So yeah. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I need to mention? The What If will be up in a little bit. I got box office this weekend. I got one more Who Would Win on Friday. Don't have much else to talk about really this weekend. Or this week. So yeah, it's just the usual. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you folks next time.